always have a problem. By the way, and everyone keeps still talking about election fraud, by the way. Well, there was no evidence of election fraud except for me. What I do is I vote twice in every election, but once for each candidate. So it's illegal and irrelevant.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online. And though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. It's a Zoom meeting with jokes. So please turn on your camera, turn on your mic, unless you have barking dogs or a rabid moose in your living room, in which case, please mute yourself for Pete's sake, and let's have some fun.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Steve Goodie and Brad Tassell. Tonight, Steve and Brad welcome comedian
Joel Madison,
plus funny songs from
Carla Ulbrich,
and a patty melt from Patti Vasquez, and much, much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
Am I still here?
Yeah.
Yay, I'm still here. And we're still live. That's good. Welcome, everybody, to the virtual Brad's Washed Out Always virtual comedy show. It's a very special week as we have a hero of the working class, our headliner, Joel Madison, everybody. Let's hear it for Joel Madison. Joel is here. And Joel is a union man who is striking right now against the man, right? Joel is a WGA member, and he is on the picket line every day trying to get writers paid. Joel is I'm going to bring Joel up and ask how tough it's been out there. Joel, where are you? Can somebody find
here I
him?
am.
I know, but I'm trying to find you and bring you up. So,
got it.
Do you see him? I can't find him. Joel Madison. Here we go.
Hello.
Add spotlight. I'm just bringing you up now. Hey, Joel.
Hello.
I just want to talk to you. So, where have you been picketing mostly?
A place called the Radford Studios. It used to be CBS Radford. A lot of iconic shows were shot there. Seinfeld, Roseanne. I think they did Cheers there.
You worked for Roseanne. Did you work for any others there?
I did a couple of pilots there. And Tom Arnold's first show, the Jackie Thomas show.
Boy, we all remember not that one.
I
So
do.
anyway,
I do.
So,
Yes.
what are some of your great lines that you've written on your signs?
Here's the problem. There's not a lot of blank signs. So you get there and you have to rifle through about 500 signs to find one that makes sense for you. What does this one say? This one says,
Blue sky this, pay us well.
So blue skying is when you're sort of in a room and just kind of shooting the breeze, trying to figure out what to write. You're just kind of, just talking about a blue sky, just throwing ideas around. So that one, that was kind of a bad one. I didn't even write that one. Yeah. The sign thing. I figured since I'm on strike, I'm not going to write signs either. So
I agree with you. I agree. Okay. Well, thanks, Joel. I'm getting rid of you. There we go. So that leads me to say, remember, Joel is not working. So if you were ever going to donate to this show, I know we don't usually say this till the end, go to virtualcomedyshow.com and click donate to the comedians. And we are giving our money to Joel and the comedians because many of us aren't working. And of course, I haven't worked in 40 years. So and Joel hasn't had a meal in weeks. And every time he pickets in front of Disney Studio, Minnie flips him off. So that's
true.
So Joel, take care of your health and hydrate. I think it's very important, right?
Yes.
Okay. Also, a woman we haven't seen in almost 7 days, Carla Ulbrich is here. Carla Ulbrich. She's finding out right now that she's going to be singing 2 brand new songs. Did you know that, Carla?
No.
Okay. Well, now speaking of taking care of your health, I wanted to tell you all about a little health thing I had. About 2 years ago, I went to see an iridologist. Does anybody know what an iridologist does?
No.
An iridologist takes pictures of your eyes and then tells you what's wrong with you. I knew it was real because the first thing my iridologist said as he looked into my eyes was, some of your premises are hacky. So I knew this guy was legit. Anyway, the iridologist I went to told me to change everything about my diet, everything. He personally, for the last 20 years, has only drank water and coconut milk. He's vegan. He only eats soy and raw vegetables and nuts. That is it. He has 0 sugar, 0 artificial sweeteners. He also takes $100 a week in supplements is what he took, right? Every extract, every fish oil, every seed. He was thin and toned. And I would like to announce that for the past 2 years, I've done none of it. Not one of it. I put Splenda on chocolate cake. That's how I take 0 pills. I eat tuna dipped in mercury. I only drink Diet Mountain Dew from morning till night. And the only nut I eat is cashews, and they must be soaked in butter, sugar, and caramel. I have taken none of his advice for the last 2 years, and he's dead.
Ooh.
Right?
He died like 4 months ago. So there you go. Well, now you learned. So it's all about genetics, I think is the point, right? Is that the point? Okay, let's do a couple jokes, get this party started. And remember to go to virtualcomedyshow.com and donate to the show so we can get Joel at least a smoothie. He's looking thin. I don't know if anybody else looked at him there. He's he doesn't have a razor and he's looking a little thin, if that's okay. Okay, I got to take that off. Okay, where's joke number 1? That's my question. I'm going to be right in front of the camera for an hour there.
Been asking
that
for
was
162 episodes.
That's right. And I still haven't figured this out. Here we go. The woke wars are heating up, everybody. Did you know that? As the Christians have lost another place to eat. And it's a bad one. Who knows which one? Cracker Barrel has placed rainbow rocking chairs on their porch outside their restaurants in honor of Pride Month. No. One actual cracker said, "What about my honey ham?" Many are now wondering where they will buy Hee Haw episodes on VHS. VHS. And at this rate, where is a white, angry Jesus lover supposed to eat and buy a checkerboard on a carpet? Right, where? I'm still here, said Paula Dean. Okay. He is a racist. Okay, number 9. Hey, in other good news, Pat Robertson is dead. At 93, it took that long. We will just have to guess now. From now on, we'll just have to guess which hurricane was caused by the gays. We won't know. Robertson did finally get his greatest wish today. He high-fived Satan. Good work, pal. Good work. All right, we're humming along, aren't we? Where's number 10? Oh, there it is. Hey, the biggest travel destination this summer is Europe. People are paying very high prices to visit all over Europe. Now, the USA would be cheaper to visit, but most end up spending a lot more on their bulletproof vest.
Ouch.
And going to Florida and having no rights or health care. Marlon Wayans is calling United Airlines racist after a gate agent refused to let him fly if he didn't check his bag. Did you hear that?
No.
Yeah. United said, "We aren't racist. We're the new frontier." Frontier Airlines is doing stuff. Okay, don't look at me. All right. That one I had more faith in. Hey, it's time for Trump joke of the week. But first, let's do this. I'm going to go off. Oh, there.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not right.
That's right. Time for the Trump joke of the week. Who's Adam? Trump joke of the week for you Magarettes. Trump will be arraigned close to home tomorrow in Miami. So he will be back in Mar-a-Lago early enough that Barron and Melania will have to make up an excuse to get out of having dinner with him. We're hungry early. The orange nuisance vowed to still run for president even if he's convicted. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
And if he's convicted, Trump will finally fulfill one of his original campaign promises. He will be behind a wall no Mexican will ever climb.
Hey, no mime. We have a rule.
Hey, This is the mime show set. Okay, I'm getting rid of Bernie. That was funny though.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Bernie in the Mar-a-Lago room. So we are not paying for the rights for that. Okay. Hey, did you all know that Joseph Fiennes, who played Shakespeare in Love, do you know him? He played Michael Jackson in an episode of a show called Urban Myths. It was pulled right before it aired in 2017. Joe had painted his face and wore a prosthetic nose for the entire shoot.
Oh my goodness.
The company and Fiennes said that they stopped the show Elizabeth, Michael, and Marlon, is what it was called, from airing after Jackson's family expressed concerns. So that was the big red flag.
Yeah.
Really?
And not every second of film they shot. So Fiennes said he deeply regrets any pain he caused and hopes he will win everybody back when next he plays Nelson Mandela. They wonder if Emma Stone is available for Winnie. So, Winnie Mandela. The Tony Awards were given out last night. Who watched?
Not me.
That's right.
I mean,
Ariana Bose, is it Bose? Ariana Bose started the show by announcing that there would be no script because of the ongoing WGA strike. So that was nice. The show had no huge musical opening or pithy jokes or bits. So now it's called the Emmys.
good one.
That was a good one. Thank you. And as every show, there's a good one.
Nah.
Hey, Trump joke number 2, except it's not a Trump joke. Okay. Donald Trump's Attorney General Bill Barr went on Fox News Sunday and said the government is acting responsibly to indict and try Donnie, and they gave the orange stable genius every opportunity to turn over documents. He even said they acted with restraint and were deferential and patient with the diapered golfer in chief. And this, he said, is not comparable to any other situation in history. He then went on to say, how long ago did you turn off my mic? Because it was a long time. Okay. Hey, we've only got 19 more. Get ready. Thousands. Not bad. Well, we did extra stuff. So, okay. Thousands of Reddit message boards will go dark for 2 days to protest the site starting to charge fees to third-party developers. More than 6,000 subreddits will participate, meaning 2 really big days for Pornhub. That's where the nerds are going to go. Okay. Well, we started big and we're ending with a whimper. Here we go. 2 more. This is my favorite joke because I don't understand it. Somebody's scratching their face. What's going on? Okay. An exhibition boxing match between Floyd Mayweather and John Gotti III ended with a brawl in the crowd after they realized how stupid being there was. John Gotti III, for God's sakes. Okay, Steve, this is the last one. Be ready.
I'm ready.
If you ever doubted that Joe Biden wasn't the darkest of Brandons, listen to this. Like Dirty Harry, Dirty Joe got a root canal in the basement of the White House today without anesthetic.
Oh dear.
ooh.
A root canal without anesthetic. If the president, as you know, is ever put under, then they must transfer the powers to the vice president during that time. The president weathered the operation well and never closed his eyes, even though Kamala Harris stood next to him singing lullaby. I'm gonna write an executive order. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Virtual Comedy Show. That's Alice, and that's Steve Goodie, everybody. Let's hear it for Steve
Everybody
Goodie.
clap for Brad Tassell. That was tremendous.
Joel's on strike. Donate to the show.
More clapping than that for Brad Tassell.
Yay.
Yeah.
Bradley
All right.
Tassell.
Let's
I
do
gotta
the
buy
next
the
thing.
meth.
Here comes the next thing.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I forgot what I did.
As you're probably aware, coming up in about 6 days, it's Father's Day. Ooh. So that leads us very obviously to tonight's top 10 That leads us very obviously to tonight's top 10 category, top 10 Father's Day gifts at Mar-a-Lago. Let's just get it over with. Number 10, a time machine and condoms gift pack. Number 9, indictment be gone aerosol spray. That'd be nice. Number 8, Richard Simmons' new system for both plea bargaining and weight loss. Squeal-a-meal.
Oh, man.
Number 7, a play date with Clarence Thomas, Ginny Thomas, and 2 other pieces of crap. Top 10 Father's Day gifts at Mar-a-Lago. Number 6, a hardcover copy of So You're Keeping Nuclear Secrets in the John by Julius and Ethel Rosenberg.
Big one there.
Number 5,
Good reference.
a hooker for less than 130K. Plus a hooker for 130. Hooker for $1.30 equals a 3-way for $130,131.30.
That's right.
Addie gets
Good
to
math.
watch. Okay, number 4, a filing cabinet with toilet paper dispenser. Number 3, a set of locker up plungers.
Not used.
Number 2, a Hunter Biden's laptop bidet that only blows hot air. And the number 1 Father's Day gift at Mar-a-Lago, a subscription to Better Homes and Cell Blocks.
Nice.
And that's what's going on for Father's Day in Mar-a-Lago.
Father, and fine. You got 3 kids. I got the 1. So if I ever announce this, my daughter has never bought me a gift in her 21 years. Not one gift. Not one.
I applaud her judgment.
I applaud her. Well,
Speaking
what
of
would you do?
judgment, hey,
I
look
think
who it
there's
is.
a
Hey, speaking of
message there,
judgment, it's
Brad.
Carla. Yay!
Carla!
We're all gonna judge you.
Her
Free
poor judgment
associated
has
with
allowed her to be on
judgment.
this show twice in a row.
Oh, you got a ukulele.
I
Yeah.
do.
It's
Exciting.
cute.
It's quite junky, but you know.
Yay. It'll fit right in around here. All right, let's do the intro, and then you play a song, then I got to answer it, then you do another song. Here we go.
It's our musical guest, Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest, It's time for our musical guest. Carla Ulbrich, who apparently has lots of free time.
At night.
Hey.
Hi.
How about I'll do a song?
Okay.
Yay!
All right. Hey,
Yeah.
Hey.
sounds good.
I co-wrote this with the lovely and talented Lauren Mayer, who is often on this show as well.
Mhm.
She's quite the amazing musician. So I spent a lot of time. The idea for this song and most of the words came from spending way too much time at this one open mic working on some comedy bits, and all the other jokes were dick jokes. And I thought, well, I guess I better write a dick joke.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's a whole song. It must be hard to have a penis. It's always getting in the way. It tells you what to do and makes decisions for you and demands attention every day. It seems to need frequent adjusting. It does dumb things without meaning it, like standing at attention in math class or going off when you're cleaning it. It must be hard to have a penis. It must be hard to have a penis. It's like you have 2 brains. The big brain says, be a gentleman. The little one just complains. The big brain says, stay off of Pornhub. The little brain won't even try to. The big brain says, ugh, I don't like that girl. And the little one screams, but I do. Must be hard to have a penis. I guess there are a couple of advantages to make up for all the aggravation, like being able to pee standing up, and world domination. Still, I never want to have a penis. I wonder how anyone could. I've lived this long without one, and I'm doing just fine, knock on wood. Yes, I just said knock on wood. It seems to be an awfully high maintenance tool from the time it's itty bitty. That's why I don't have penis envy. It's actually penis pity. Hard to have a penis. It always seems to come between us. It must be hard to have a penis.
Yay!
Nice. Yay.
Keeping it classy as always.
Wait a minute. Wait, I've come in for a second to announce we're going to be banned from Facebook again this week.
Yeah, it's worth it.
We are. Okay, bye.
Here's my answer to that, and my real answer is you don't know the half of it.
No.
This is a dedication song to the ladies who come to Nashville for their bachelorette parties in droves. So you're out with the girls, working up a sweat, peddling and drinking like good bachelorettes, wooing and screaming with the penis hat on. But inside you're sad thinking, this is all wrong. Maybe you're not sure about your fiancé. You're having jitters and doubts. Maybe he's not so hot, and this is how you work it out. Well, it's simple. It'll come down to 8 little words. Will he hold your hair while you hurl? Darling, will he hold your hair when you've had too much? Will he hold your hair while you yak it all up? I don't know a lot, but if you be my girl, baby, I'll hold your hair while you hurl. It's my new anthem. Yeah. Can't wait to play at a Titan Stadium. Is he the one? How can you be sure? When you've had 3 too many and the world is a blur, and you've been mixing tequila with Budweiser, and this here pedal tavern is a damn tilt-a-whirl. Sure, he's got a job and a real big truck. Oh, he knows how to fish, and he knows how to clean a fish. Will he whisper those 8 little words? Baby, I'll hold your hair while you hurl. No, darling, I'll hold your hair when you've had too much. You drank it all down, now you yak it all up. 'Cause you do the same if our roles would reversed. And before you ask me, no, I won't hold your purse, but I'll kneel with you at the bowl when you're my girl, and I'll hold your hair while you hurl. Yeah, darling. While you hurl. Get it all up. While you hurl. Bob always says, better out than in.
All right. Yeah.
Definitely canceled.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
One more for Carla Ulbrich.
That's such a great song. I was gonna do something else for my second song, but I think this makes a better follower. Just know this is not directed at you, Steve.
Thanks.
Me.
You wonder why your woman left you, and your friends are so very few. Even your golden retriever can't seem to make time for you. Anytime you throw a party, everyone calls in sick. It's all so sad, but I wonder, have you tried not being a dick? Not being a dick. Not being a dick. going to all kind of meetups and looking for friends on Craigslist. Using some clever pickup lines to find yourself a new chick. You even tried taking up smoking, but no one would flick your bick. You went to join Scientology. They said, have you tried not being a dick? Not being a dick. Not being a dick. A dinker, a dong, a doinker. Have you tried not being a dick? If houseplants all turn brown and shrivel whenever you enter the room, if raindrops refuse to fall on your head and babies crawl back in the womb, if you tried to split a hotel room and your roommate preferred the car trunk, if you've taken a personality test and flunked, if your girlfriend keeps deflating herself, or says, can you make this quick? Maybe it's time to ask yourself, have you tried not being a dick? Not being a dick. Not being a dick. It may be against your religion, so how about just try a little smidgen? Would it kill you for just 5 minutes just to try not being a dick?
Wow. You know, this
I'll
can go
try.
on like this can go on all night 'cause I
definitely
have
off
an answer to
Facebook.
that. I have an answer to that song, and the answer is no, not yet.
No, I want to say last week's show, Carla, you headlined, we had 2,500 views.
Wow.
This show is going to get 4. Because if they're not watching now, Facebook is not going to send it out to anybody else.
It's so worth it.
They don't like the anything. Yeah. So, but it was great. That's a great song.
I'm not a
Absolutely.
big fan of the genitals on Facebook, huh?
No, they call it porn. They've been, it started,
We call it maze.
I know. It started with Mark, what's his name, talking about something, and then, so,
Cuban?
oh well, but that was amazing. It's Carla, everybody.
Carla Ulbrich!
Thank you.
Hey, you can do that song on the Dirty Show on Celebrity, though.
Yeah.
If you start working for Celebrity, you can, the adult late night show, you can do both those songs, and they'd love them. So,
Awesome sauce.
Where are
Awesome.
you performing on land in the next few weeks?
Well, this Thursday I'm doing a show for an HOA, a homeowners association.
nice.
I
They're
know what
already
you're going to open
protesting.
with.
Yeah, that's right. My
Yay.
song about being on the board. And yeah, so
Break
that's
away.
oh yeah.
And that.
Well, they definitely want to hear the "Don't Be a Dick" song because it's gonna be a lot of dicks.
Oh, yeah.
At the HOA.
Yeah, well, you know, guys
Actually,
pooping on the lawn, not picking it up. These guys are.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, most of the people there are like 80-something years old women.
Oh.
So probably not going to do the dick song. But
Okay,
yeah.
fine.
Uh-oh.
Well, thank you for being here, Carla. You are
Thanks for
Yay, Carla!
Always
Thanks, Carla. You left. Wait, now who do we have? Let's
OMG.
go.
Look who it is, everybody. It's
It's
Joel
Joel,
Madison.
everybody. It's the top of his head. There he is.
Hey, Joel.
Oh, hey guys. You guys said it was going to be a clean show.
We did say that.
It used to be, so
I
go
can-
wild, I guess.
I can rewrite my whole act now.
No, you can't rewrite anything.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to
officially-
do old stuff that you wrote before this.
Well, that's what I was going to do. The stuff that when I first met you, Brad.
Yeah, from the
in
80s,
Indianapolis.
87.
Yeah.
Yeah, do the stuff you did in '87.
Who was president? Well, I wasn't
I think that was before we
Unfortunately, it
had
was
president.
still
Still
Reagan
Reagan.
when I started.
Reagan. It was Reagan for like
Yeah,
40,
and then
50
Bush
years.
in
I think.
'88.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So,
I had to get out.
All right.
all right.
But here's
Okay,
something.
wait. We're gonna do an intro. We're gonna do an
Okay.
intro,
And then you give us 10 filthy minutes. Here we go.
All right.
Got some funny jokes to say. Oh, do a 10-minute set headliner. Man, I'm so
Madison.
Oh my gosh, how is everybody? So yeah, a lot of people want to know all sorts of stuff about unions too, and so here's my just to show you. This is my courtesy card from NBC. Not very Fresh Prince. Look how young I was.
Wow.
Good looking.
Oh my goodness.
Man, I was thinking with a small head constantly when I was back then. It doesn't apply once you hit 50. And then, you talk about residuals. That's what we're fighting for. And here's the last residual check I got.
Oh my
1
goodness.
cent.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Yeah, that was from Fresh Print. There we go. 1 cent. Cost 53 cents to mail it and the envelope. God bless them. God bless them. Well, thank you for having me back, Brad and Steve and all the people out there in Zoom land. I live, if you didn't know, I'm out in California, Studio City. I live in a town called Studio City. There's actually 17 marijuana shops here and 1 studio. So I think they have to redo the branding on this area of visitors, because it's crazy. You cannot, every direction I walk, I walk past a pot shop, and that's fine. I mean, I don't mind it, but I was walking past one the other day, and there was a guy out front, and he stops me and he says, "Hey man, I'm kind of hurting. Can you give me some money so I can go in there and get some medical marijuana?" And I said to him, "Well, what if I give you money? How do I know you're not going to go in there and just buy recreational marijuana?" And he said to me, "Oh, I got my recreational marijuana money. That's not a problem."
Absolutely right.
I've been saving up for that. Since it's legal and everything, I do tend to smoke once in a while, and I like it. My wife, however, didn't grow up with it. She doesn't care for it at all. She doesn't get it, and I had to explain to her that, it's legal now. It's just, it's the same thing as having a beer or a glass of wine. It's not a big thing to smoke marijuana. And she said, "Fine. Why do you have to have a beer or a glass of wine at 9 a.m? That's And then I go, "Well, it's medical. It's, it's like aspirin. That's what it is." You didn't really buy that either. I finally got to visit my mom after that pandemic. Things started opening up. I saw my mom, 94 years old. God bless her. And she's doing great too. I went to visit. She lives in Wisconsin, and I went out there, flew out there. I hadn't seen her in like a year and a half because of pandemic and all that. And the first thing she does, she comes running out of her apartment with a full head of steam. 94 years old. She goes, "Oh, this is so great. You're visiting. I haven't seen you. So look, let's go to the grocery store. You can help me carry some cases of water up to my apartment." And it's just like, "Mom, I'm 63. Can't we find a 40-year-old to help out? I got back problems, Mom." She's great. She what keeps her going, I know that she plays the slot machines. There's a casino about 4.5 miles away from her place, and she drives there like 3 times a week. And it's like, you don't want to be behind her while she's driving because she's going like 5 miles an hour, but she gets there and she loves it. It's her hobby. It's like a video game. She loves playing, and that really keeps her alive. And anyways, when I was leaving to come back home, I'm inside her apartment, and she goes running into her bedroom, and she comes back and she presses $100 bill into my hand. Right? She goes, "Now this is just for you. Don't worry about your wife or your kid. This is just for you. You buy something that you want." And I go, "Oh, thank you, Mom." Moms are moms, right? And I get back home, and it's like, I call her like 2 days later. I go, "Mom, how's it going?" She goes, "Good, good." I go, "Did you go to the casino today?" And she goes, "Yeah." I go, "How did you do?" And she said, "Well, to be honest, I could have used the extra $100. I could have turned it around, I had a little money. I ran out. Oh, that crazy mom. As I mentioned, I'm from Wisconsin. Anybody from Wisconsin here tonight? And one of the things that's always on my radar is Jeffrey Dahmer, because he's a proud Wisconsinite. He came from Milwaukee. If you don't know, he's a kind of a famous cannibal and serial killer. He put us on the map there for a while, and they did they just had like 2 years ago, they had a special. Yeah, Showtime. They did a whole series on him. It was really good. In-depth thing about Jeffrey Dahmer, and it really made me remember the time when he was popular. Not popular, but when they caught him, when they caught him, and because I remember so vividly, a person I knew one of the detectives that interviewed him, like the very first interview when they went to Dahmer's house or his apartment. And this was right from the detective to my friend to me. The detective got there, the two detectives were interviewing him, and they get in the apartment, and they notice there's this young boy with one leg in the bedroom jumping around. And was going, and the detective's going, okay, Jeffrey, we want to know what's going on with that kid with the one leg jumping around in the bedroom. And he goes, oh, that kid's great. And we were driving to the grocery store one time, and my car caught on fire, and he actually dragged me out of the car and saved my life before the car blew up. And the detective said, okay, but what's the deal? What's his thing? Why is he back there jumping around? He's got one leg. And they go, and Dahmer just said, oh, let me tell you about that kid. I left the gas on one time, and that kid dragged me and everybody else out of the apartment. We were all passed out from the gas, and he saved all of our lives. So the apartment could have blown up. And the detective says that fine, but like, what's the deal? And Dahmer looked at the two detectives. He said, well, a kid that great, you don't eat all at once.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Oh.
That's what happens with some of these true stories. That's actually all my jokes are just reworks of older jokes. Actually, I pride myself. That was actually a joke. It's an old joke about a farmer with a three-legged pig.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that sound familiar now?
Yes, it does.
Right. But if you can put it in, Dahmer's words, that's even better. I'm hoping the strike doesn't last long, because I don't want to do what I did at the beginning, sort of the pandemic, because things were kind of, the writing had kind of dried up, and I'm old. I drove Uber, and have you driven Uber, Brad, or
No?
Steve? It's not bad. Here's the thing. It's not bad. When I first got into it, it was bad, not bad, because you are your own boss, which is great. And you do your own thing. I remember I was driving, it was a Friday, and it was a beautiful, sunny Southern California day. And I was driving, it was like noon. I pulled over under a tree in the shade, and, I put the seat back, and I put on some tunes. I said, you know what, make my own hours. I'm done for the day. Now my passenger, he didn't really think it was a good idea that take off in the middle of the day like that. But you know what? I'm the boss, so I can do what I want. You were talking about going to Scotland, and I thought you were going to do that joke about the kilt. Is anything worn under there?
No.
But you missed that. The guy was wearing a kilt, and somebody asked, is anything worn under there? And the person with the kilt replied, no, everything's working just fine. I thought you were going to hit that one.
With your mother's lipstick.
All right, I have a minute. What can I do in a minute? Can I tell my story about going to see Stephen Hawking?
Yes, sure.
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell this one really quickly. Time I saw Stephen Hawking at USC. He was there doing it was like a conference. He was there on a big stage, and if you don't know this, obviously people know he has advanced ALS, and he has this computer that actually talks for him. He programs it, and it spits out the information. And the MC came out, and they introduced him, ladies and gentlemen, the foremost physicist in the United States, Mr. Stephen Hawking. And he wheels out there, and he gets in the microphone, and he starts his speech. Ladies and gentlemen, the universe is both infinitely small and infinitely large. And from nowhere, the MC comes running out and puts a little piece of paper on Stephen Hawking's tray. And you can see, like, Stephen's like, he can't move, and he's looking at it, and he's like, what's going on here? and he's looking over and he's looking at the slip and he's looking over and he's looking at the slip, and the MC from the side, you can see him go, and what you don't know is there's like a delay. So Stephen has to blow into this tube, and then that's what communicates with the computer, and then that's what makes it allowed to speak. And so like after a couple of seconds, he doesn't know what to do, so he starts furiously blowing into this computer. It's like looking at the paper, and then there's a long beat, and from the computer voice started with the person with the license plate 875 please move your car. Why would they do that to Stephen Hawking? That seems rude. Why didn't the guy just make the announcement? They shouldn't have laid that on him. All right, that's all I got. I'm on strike.
Joel Madison!
Way to go, Joel.
That was the best rewritten set I've ever heard.
I don't know if that story was true except for the joke part, but I have a Stephen Hawking story. My wife and I were at Cambridge. That's where where's Cambridge is where he's from?
Yeah.
Cambridge? Is that where he was? Cambridge?
Let's go with that.
Oh, well. So we're at the
One of those Englishy colleges.
Yeah, and my wife was working with the lady there who was in charge of their maths of all the thing, and we're talking to her. And as we're leaving, we look up in this building and we see this wheelchair, and we're like, "Oh my gosh!" And she goes, "Oh, it looks like Stephen's here." And we're like, "Stephen Hawking?" And she's like, "Yeah, I guess we have to meet here." And I said, "Wow, you know?" She goes, "I go, wow, Stephen, can we meet him?" She goes, "Why?" He was like just this guy. She didn't know give crap.
Bob and I would have loved to have met him.
Yes.
All right, Joel. So are you doing anything? Or
Thank you. Well, and I have to confess, I actually I thought it was Stephen King that was giving a lecture.
No, God,
I was very confused when the guy rolled out. I'll be honest.
The guy rolled out.
Yeah. What? Say again? Am I doing anything special?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Seriously, well, you're always working on some spec stuff. I was going out and watching some stand-up, but mostly I've been on the line. So seriously, I pick it every day.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys are working every day out there, walking around.
Yeah. Usually do about 2 or 3 hours. It's very well attended. There's 10 different spots to pick it. I live fairly close. I live within a mile of one studio, so that's kind of where I go. And that's about it. Kids off school. I got a kid.
Yeah.
Hanging
And
around.
3 of them are at In-N-Out Burgers, so that's the best part too.
What's that?
3 of the spots.
Oh yeah, exactly. They walk past an In-N-Out. Here's something. Drew Carey is actually buying lunch at the Big Boy. I don't know if that. I think that made national news.
Yeah, that he's buying. Is he doing that every day?
Every day, you go in there with your WGA card, you get a free lunch.
Oh wow, that is fantastic. So you have gotten a lot of free lunches.
I'm getting sick of that Big Boy burger. I'll be honest.
I can't believe they're still in
Drew
business.
either.
Why? He must own the Big Boy or something. I don't know. So
Something.
all right, well, ladies and gentlemen, Joel's doing
wait,
nothing.
hold on.
So there
Wait,
you go.
Joel, say that again, that you're getting sick of the Big Boy.
I'm getting a little sick of that Big Boy.
Yeah, I don't care for Drew Carey either.
Oh,
Hey ho!
no, I meant come on.
I know.
Animosity, Steve.
I'm
Going
being
bad. I
mean.
can't believe it.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Joel.
hey,
Just a
clap for
joke.
that guy, everybody. Joel Madison,
Just a joke.
everybody. And he's now not there. So hey, that was fun. Hey, no puppet. Wait, no, you dumped the ventriloquist dummy.
Well, actually, I'm going to go to Vent Haven in July, which is the big ventriloquist convention in Cincinnati. So I am working up a routine for that, but I wasn't brave enough to do it here.
Wow, they'll take anybody. Anyway, okay. Speaking of anybody, what do we got? Is she ready?
Well, first of all, I just want to let you know I respect your cowardice, Joel. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
That's exactly what I would have done.
Are we? I've found
I
Patty.
had Patty, and then oh, there she is.
There's Patty,
Hi,
right?
Patty.
Wait, are you home?
I was just waiting for Gacy jokes. Are those next? Anyone?
Ah.
I don't think Joel knows. So
I know.
I have to find a really
No, a
old
few
joke.
weeks ago it was retarded jokes. I'm having fun. Let's go.
okay.
Let's do this.
It's time for a Patty Melt with Patti Vasquez, From global conflicts to greenhouse gases, to folks refusing to wear masks, and politicians getting caught grabbing asses. says she's melting down. It's a Patti Vasquez. Patti Melt.
It's time for new video for that.
And now everyone's really nervous. Oh God, is she going to be angry about serial killer jokes? No, it's fine. It has been my entire career doing stand-up comedy, standing in the back of the room, hearing serial killer jokes. I am fabulous. Anyway, as you can imagine, I think we were talking about dispensaries earlier. I do enjoy an edible now and then. The problem I'm having is that I wake up with such vivid dreams that I think they're real. Like I woke up this morning going, oh my God, do I really have a lunch appointment with my ex-boyfriend's mother? And I had to tell you, like, it took a while for me to absolutely make sure, like, to go into all my DMs, all my text, because I am actually friends with an ex-boyfriend's mother. We had her on our campaign. She gave money to my campaign, and we had her write a letter to we sent out an email. Patti dated my son in high school. She's a great person. We were like, we're gonna have the ex-boyfriends and ex-boyfriends moms campaign. And but anyway, it had my heart going this morning. And I don't sleep well anyway. I think we've talked about how I sleepwalk and I sleep talk and all those things. And today I'm feeling especially stressed. So it wasn't just Joel. Sorry. People will explain later. It'll be hysterical. Anyway, if you guys remember when we had our general election in Chicago for mayor, the two candidates were the ones that ended up in the runoff were perfect actually, because they were the conservative Democrat and the progressive Democrat. And I was saying the entire time, do not trust Paul Vallis. This guy drove charter schools in Chicago. He decimated the New Orleans school districts. This guy is a Republican. He went to Wake, Illinois, which is basically Moms for Liberty, and we hate trans people, and that was him running for office. Well, today he joined an organization as a consultant, is the most aggressively conservative organization in the state of Illinois. And you know what I love? Going, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so. That guy's, which goes really well into to the song, He's a Dick. Anyway. Thank you for that, Lauren. And which leads me to the next thing, because I didn't think I was trying to figure out how to explain this. So I tweeted about that today. And a guy I used to work with over a decade ago came on Twitter and was like, I still have video of your drunk ass cussing and yelling at me. Because this guy went into one of my Zoom Facebook Live events and was just bullying everybody. So yeah, I cussed him out. And now he's threatening me. And he goes, I hope you run for office. I'm going to tell everyone how you were drunk and cussing. And everyone in Chicago is going to go, Patti was drunk and cussing? No way. Yeah. Go for it. This is the same guy that when I was touring with the Bob and Tom Comedy All-Stars, we took a group picture and he did the one in the pink, two in the stink. I don't even know if that's the way it's supposed to go, but
wait, he's a comic?
Vulgar. I know, sorry. It's all porn now anyway, folks.
It is.
He did one of those gestures right like next to me and I didn't know it. I'm like, this you classy, respectable dick. I'm just gonna go with that. That's my time, everybody. Have a great night.
Wow.
All right. Five questions for Patti. Steve, you're gone. Sorry. So number one, so that guy wasn't a comic. He was just no,
he was in the Pork Pistols. He was Donnie
God.
Baker's drummer. Yep. Dusty Privet.
And now he's joined the Illinois Nazis. So that's nice to know.
Oh no, Paul Vallis. Yeah, Paul Vallis is the one that joined Illinois Policy Institute, which is an ultra far right conservative group. Dusty Privet, for some reason, just he slid in my DMs when Trump won, and he was like, "Don't get butthurt, Patti." We were good friends actually until Trump won. As it goes, everyone.
Well, and you drunk and cursing, that he'd better have tape that would be much more painful of you totally sober and being kind. I think that would be no one would vote for you after that happened.
Exactly.
And so, although you're in Chicago, so if you're hearing serial killer stuff, it's mostly Gacy because that's Chicago.
And Dahmer.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Dahmer because of Wisconsin.
Well, here, when the actor who portrayed Dahmer, because I assume they're going to do, I mean, it's really great to be in the serial killer universe,
that's right.
Multiverse. The mother of one of the victims, spoke out because the actor who played Dahmer won the Emmy or one of the awards, maybe SAG. And people they crapped on her. They crapped on her. And it's like, you know what? You guys have never been in this situation. Let the lady speak. Yeah. She has something to say. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
this is not a common experience, is all I'm saying.
Well, and you mentioned something else. I'm hearing so many comics now when you mentioned the R word we're back
Yeah.
to just thinking that's okay, just to throw that
Yeah.
out.
That's
in
why I
jokes.
dipped out a couple weeks ago, just so you guys know. I was like, I can't tonight, but tonight I could. But that night I
Okay.
could.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why. Okay. I was wondering why
like,
you were
nah,
angry and
you know
drunk.
what? I was like, I can't, like, if I'm gonna, I didn't even want to address it, sorry, Joel. You didn't know, but I mean, like, my whole career has been, I changed my name to Vasquez because every comic had a serial killer joke and I was only 23.
Oh, seriously? That's
the
my
time,
only
so-
one. That's my only serial killer routine.
Oh, well,
Man, is it? It's on his
Yay,
next
don't do it in
Netflix
the
special.
Midwest. What was that?
It's on his
What was that?
Netflix special. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, I assume they're
I
gonna.
didn't know it was a genre of comedy.
No, my brother was murdered by John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, shoot.
Hey, you might as well curse now. We're in it deep. But well, what's
Who
funny
was he
is
murdered by, Patty?
Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy.
Gacy. Oh,
Yes.
People put the Dahmer. It's all the serial killer stuff. Look,
What a-
there's people.
oh my
who-
gosh.
Like Bill. Like my favorite comic is Will Durst, and I was actually opening for him. Nobody knew until a couple years ago. And
Yeah.
Durst had a joke about poorly named things, and he said the John Wayne Gacy kindergarten. And I mean, it's just like, it's just so flip, and it's like,
Yeah.
we're still here. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I
and-
would have never known.
How is Will, by the the
I don't know. I know he had
Oh,
a stroke during the
Joel?
pandemic or just shortly before. I
You
haven't
know?
spoken to him in a long time.
Joel, have you talked to him? Right?
I get those updates from his wife, and he seems to be doing okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
great.
I haven't even seen his wife used to put him on his Facebook feed, but I haven't seen that in a long time. So yeah, I worked with Will in
So good.
in New Orleans, and then in Germany we had a thing. So yeah, no, I love him. So okay, well, hey, Patty, everybody, making friends wherever she goes.
All
As-
right.
as always. Now she and Joel Madison going to be fighting for the next couple of years. It's going to be fantastic. So
He did. It's just no. Like,
No.
Okay,
didn't
well,
know.
gosh, I have so many things to consider here. What should
It's
my
funny.
song be about?
well, I'm sure you've got a Ted Bundy song to jump in with.
Let's
J-
find
j-
out.
Oops, just a side note. Sorry.
from Steve for no reason.
This is going to be an experiment. This is a song that Brad and I think Patty probably heard many times that I've done, but I've never done it with a guitar. This is a hip hop song
Oh,
that I'm going to try to do as a ballad about naughty language. 'Cause my favorite thing is words that sound naughty, but they're not.
oh yeah.
Some words you've heard, they sound so naughty, but they're quite innocuous. Gosh darn it, by golly, you can say them in church, or in Abu Dhabi, or in Hobby Lobby. Probably. I had a cocktail in Bangkok, watching Netflix about a pilot who dictates in the cockpit. Now I'm reading Moby Dick's sperm whales really sick. Blow it out your blowhole. I'm plowing with my backhoe, yo. Your diphthong is chewel, your uvula rules. You should masticate a kumquat and some head cheese too. My asymptote is straight, though I might asphyxiate, choking down some shiitake that I shouldn't have ate. My beagle bitch is a tracker, your shih tzu a slacker. Forget Tampa Bay, I love my Green Bay Packers. Astronauts get famous, circle in Uranus like a concert pianist or president. Ignoramus, it's always gratifying when my shuttlecock's flying. I whacked it with my joystick, so satisfying. If it is or it ain't, is Peter a saint? All the tea bags in China made your mama faint. I might be out of line, you got a cute angina, your pussy willow's fine, but this is asinine. I got cotton balls, meatballs, snowballs, cheese balls, tennis balls, softballs, matzo balls, and sleaze balls, yo, and that's where I show a picture of the president. There's a family of birds made up of naughty words like cockatoo, peafowl, nuthatch, titmouse, woodpecker, sapsucker, and swallow. These words I've heard, they do sound filthy, but I say them on the air and come back not guilty. There might be some more, yeah, I might have missed them, but you'll never lock me up in your penal system.
That was cockamamie.
Gosh darn right it was. Well, we're going to
Play
have to
that
do some
thing.
serious begging tonight because
I
we've
know.
lost all the sponsors we never had. So let's do a little begging for money, shall we?
Brad begs for money. Hey, we need your money. We don't charge a cover or a 2-drink minimum. So what did you expect, Jack?
Okay, we're desperate, everybody. Go to virtualcomedyshow.com and we'll use that money to make me less washed out. I'll figure out Also, Joel has no work and he's got to go into the witness protection program to stay away from Patty. She
I've
does
got
not
a
play
weed
around out there.
habit to feed.
That's right. Yes. And he's got a weed habit to feed. You know, Joel, when he did that joke, I thought you were going to do the weed that you said. The guy said, "Can I get some money to get some weed?"
Yeah.
And I thought you were going to do a thing about food. Okay, so anyway,
Oh
well, I had no joke there. Anyway, also, if you go to virtualcomedyshow.com and click donate to the comedians, I'll write a joke for what I just said. It'll be fantastic.
Neat.
And also, Carla needs to get a little soap to wash that mouth out with. I think. Anybody in here ever have their mouth washed out with soap? I've heard that was a thing, but I've never ever met anyone who had it happen to them. So I guess I've known good people all my life. So, okay, go to virtualcomedyshow.com and donate to the comedians, and then we'll have money. Go ahead, Steve, play the thing.
It's time for the worst joke of the week.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke.
Boo! That was the worst joke ever.
The emergency slide on a Delta flight deployed while the plane was landing, injuring one flight attendant and causing several children to go, "Whee!"
Hey, that was the virtual comedy show. We learned a lot of stuff you didn't need to know. Like the Italian word for loud is fortissimo. Yep, that's what you get when you watch this show. Fascinating, isn't it? We have a lot of fun at the virtual comedy show. It's better than sitting home playing with your toes or going to the dump to watch stuff decompose. Keep coming back to the virtual comedy show. We hope you enjoyed the virtual comedy show. You don't have to dress up, no, 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 no. You can be like Brad and go commando. Every Monday it's the virtual comedy show. See you Monday at the virtual comedy show. It's at www.virtualcomedyshow.com. That's right.